Let's give it up for JC!
Hey, yo, I'm JC. I promise that's the most cheering you're going to be doing during this act. So this is my first time doing this. If you were hoping for something sexy, this is stand-up, so you might be in the wrong place. Anyways, so this is the biggest stage I've been on, but don't worry, I've cornered the market on tomatoes, so I'm gonna win no matter what. Anyways, so as you can tell, I'm not a friend of the sun. In fact, in bed, I roleplay as printer paper. Cottonelle called me, they asked me what my skincare routine was. I actually use bleach as foundation. I had one more, but I forgot it, so we're just gonna move on from now. So do y'all are probably stuck in traffic a lot of the time, and I like to look at the drivers next to me, because they usually look pretty funny. Sometimes I see a guy doing something like this. I don't know if you can see with a choker, but my neck was out like I was a flying squirrel. And I can never tell if those guys, like, are you going through a breakup, or are you just, like, singing along to Slipknot? Like, there's a lot going on. Anyways, but, you know, these crazy guys, I was in the bathroom the other day, like, not the other day, it was, like, a year ago. I'm calling this guy Northrop Man because that's what his shirt said. Like, the guys who make the planes and whatnot. So, anyways, you walk into the bathroom and it says, there are no paper towels. The paper towel dispenser does not work, please use the paper towels next to the sink. You walk up to the sink. There are paper towels next to the sink. You wash your hands, you look at the paper towels. This man washed his hands, he looked at the paper towels. He did not think those paper towels were appropriate for use, so he walked up to the paper towel dispenser. Now he was having a bad day, because the paper towel dispenser did not dispense paper towels at first swipe. It's automatic, so you swipe your hand, it did not work. Now he decided to punch it about 4 times. The paramedic said he punched so hard it looked like 5. Anyways, I'm not sure what it takes to, like, have a day that bad that you have to beat the shit out of a paper towel dispenser. Because there is still a dent in it. Anyways, I was thinking, like, honestly, his dog probably died. His wife left him, she took the kids. She fucked a liberal. It was not good, I will tell you what. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into this one poor guy, because my life has been changing. Y'all, I'm going to be real with you. I used to hang out with a bunch of Gen Z people, and it's kind of transitioned into millennials. So, and that, my vernacular changed, because I used to say shit like, for real, no cap, on God. But now I'm up here and I'm saying shit like, oh my God, have you seen the price of rent? Eggs are through the roof. It's not going well for us, y'all. Next on my list is white jokes, and I think I already did those, so we're gonna skip that line. But you know, I do want to talk about my fellow white people, because so when you're in Texas, I'm from Texas. Yeah, yeehaw, let's go. I like guns. Rap. I hate women's rights. That's what you're supposed to say in Texas. Anyway, so I'm from Texas, and in Texas they do have public education, believe it or not. I know that's hard to imagine. But what they teach you is that everyone who did not lose the Civil War is a woke communist who wants to destroy Western civilization, and that is a lot, right? So imagine my surprise. I come up to Colorado, I start dating this queer man. It turns out he's a racist broker working at Charles Schwab. I am no longer dating that man. And thank you for applauding me for doing the minimum. I thought of that joke ahead of time. Anyways, it's no secret that, like, the trans community and honestly the queer community as a whole is under attack in America. We can add that to a very long list. But that leads to some questions for my racist queers. Like, what are your demands? Do you want me to go up to Ron DeSantis and say, like, ask him to segregate the concentration camps? Put me at the front of the gas chamber. I want to breathe that Zyklon B before any people of color do. Oh my God. Anyways, I think that's enough politics for the night. But I do want to talk about whatever is next on my list, which is HOAs. So my mom is a member of the HOA, not here in Texas. And the HOA is like if you combine Game of Thrones and the GOP. And they've been dealing with some election fraud. There's this woman named Lucy, and the only way I've heard her described is as a frigid bitch. I'm sure there's a lot of nice qualities. Now she collected all the ballots and gave them to my mom, and my mom tells me, you know, JC, she could have taken out the ballots for the people she doesn't like. And I said, you know what, Mom, you're right, but before you storm the Capitol, invite me. Anyways, I did talk about politics earlier. I talked about threats to queers, and y'all should be pretty worried because y'all look pretty fucking gay. I'm not too worried. J.K. Rowling said I was one of the good ones because I still have my wand. If you are a closeted gay man, hit me up. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Who has fucked a porn star? Raise your hand.
I mean, I fucked somebody who's been in a porn.
Thank you. I also agree that software engineers fuck a lot better. So we're gonna talk about software engineers. Because I know this one guy, he's a software engineer now, he used to work in the National Uranium Laboratories or something like that. So he dealt with radioactive material. He tells me it's completely safe. My phone starts charging when I walk near him. He doesn't have to turn the lights on in his office, it just glows. His retirement plan was a lifetime supply of glow sticks. Which is nice because when I get out of bed and crack in the morning, I don't glow. I called him radiant. I thought it was a compliment. It turns out it's a health problem. Anyways, but software engineers are hard people to talk to. I know I'm pretty easy to talk to. I think I'm an exception. They're pretty hard to talk to. And so you always, when you find out you're talking to these guys, it's because they do not like anything they did not build themselves. Right? So, and they will justify anything that they build themselves. These guys will tell you, you know, those round wheels, they're really efficient, but the square wheels I built and put in my car, I ain't never got a speeding ticket with one of those. Bro, that's because your car doesn't move. That thing is a couch with air conditioning. Anyways, we're going to talk about my favorite man on Twitter, Andrew Tate. I know that's a surprise because he's kind of a fucking douchebag. But anyways, his story starts probably before this, but there's this woman named Greta Thunberg, and she is an environmental activist. I don't know how old she is, but she's like a teenager. Her crime was existing, so Andrew Tate had to talk shit. She hit him back with a pretty weak-ass rebuttal, like it was some mid-shit, but it really set him off. He replied with a video. Now, I make YouTube videos. Check out iPatch Guy on YouTube. There's 4 videos. One of them is good. Anyways, I make YouTube videos, and this shit is hard to do. So when Andrew Tate sits down and makes a 2-minute rebuttal to our girl, Greta Thunberg, she's who we're rooting for. We stand Greta Thunberg here. That took a lot of time. Imagine you're a 40-year-old man and a 16-year-old talks some shit on Twitter and you spend 4 hours making a video rebuttal. You got a lot going on in your life. I'm sorry, you're way more important than me. I don't do shit at work, but he clearly does less. Anyways, turns out he was eating pizza. Y'all might have heard this story. In Romania, he was wanted for sex trafficking because apparently he's a fucking sex trafficker. No fucking surprise, he's a disgusting man. Anyways, he's eating Romanian pizza. The Romanians figured this out and they arrest his ass. He is no longer the most wanted man in Romania because they fucking got him. Anyways, y'all are probably thinking the universe is pretty fucking bad sometimes, and I agree. But sometimes the universe is good because Andrew fucking Tate has lung cancer. Anyways, I am going to see myself out. Thank you very much. Trans rights. I'm going to have a stop. Please join me.
Let's fucking go. That was gold. Let's go. One more time for JC. God, you fucking love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, next.